Welcome to Legion TD2. This is high level play. Let's take a look at what is going on here. We start off with the team on the left. It's Guitar Cheese and Ginger Eyes. Guitar Cheese starting off with the Underworld Green Devil. He is playing Miner. It is Shepherd for Ginger Eyes, and Ginger Eyes starting off with the Biohazard Honeyflower, looking really good. Let's head over to XTabey. Well, let's go with that. XTabey is on our right side. He started off with the Fire Archer with the Double Bone Warrior style. And Granddaddy, I didn't know that Granddaddy, the boss of Wave 10, was playing the game. He started off with the Priestess of the Abyss. Let's take a look at our income so far. Only XTabey has gone to the 6 workers, already down 75. Let's take a look at his lane. How is he going to handle this second wave of whales? He did not receive any Mythium. Guitar Cheese is holding on. He is now at 40 Mythium. Taking a look, the early income advantage right now definitely going to XTabey. Let's just call him XTabey. XTabey. There we go. We're going to go XTabey. I'm sure I can be corrected in the comments. Hope you're enjoying this high level. We do have a leak from Guitar Cheese. That is lane 1. We'll take a look at the action here on lane 1. Cleaned up really nicely by Ginger Eyes. We do see a send coming from Guitar Cheese. He's sending the Brute. Now remember, he was saving up. So let's see how that gets dealt with going on. Let's take a look at our build on Guitar Cheese. Guitar Cheese minus 55 early. But again, with the Underworld Green Devil, this is going to be a good wave for him. He's going to hold on against the Hoppers. Let's take a look over at XTabey. And XTabey got himself a Brute Send to clean this up, perhaps trying to punish this early income advantage. You already see 32 income here. We are going to see a big leak, 82% that we see from XTabey. Let's see if the Priestess of the Abyss is going to be able to clean this up. It's a lot of damage, but the mana is full, so we're going to get a health regen right away. This is also a champion, so with the health regen that's coming in, 40 at a time, is it going to be enough to be able to hold this off? It does look it's going to be close. We see another pop on the regen. Excellent job by Granddaddy holding off this Priestess of the Abyss. It is champion. That means that we get a 13% attack speed and damage reduction from that, combined with that regeneration that the Priestess of the Abyss gets, that natural regeneration when the mana is full. So that is looking good. We do have another power send from Guitar Cheese. Guitar Cheese holding on to 30 Mythium. I don't know whether he's throwing in this extra snail. The snail was sent, but it looks like Guitar Cheese had the biggest income send here at 100 Mythium coming over. And again, this Underworld Green Devil is very tanky. It can hold a lot of damage. Right now, it's good split, so we're seeing that the Buzz is hanging out there, and the Matron is just dying. You're going to see some poison damage from that. We do have a leak from XTabey. Let's head over to XTabey. Now again, will this Priestess of the Abyss hold? This hero Priestess of the Abyss will hold the wave again. So good work by Granddaddy, just cleaning up everything here. Let's have a look at the lost income here. We had 46 lost income, lost to leaks, but if you look at the total from income, it is the highest in the game. Move our damage dealt so we can have a look at that power score. See any major sends. Guitar Cheese sending, or Guitar Cheese, sorry, receiving 2 of the Robos. Let's see if it is enough to whittle down this Underworld Green Devil. We're seeing 25% +1 on that damage reduction, but we do get a leak from Guitar Cheese. Let's see what's holding it up. We have a veteran, so this should be held without a problem. The veteran can take a lot of damage here and is strong against the robos. So it looks like it will be cleaned up. The chance to win right now, win probability still 50-50. And just as I say it, we see the win probability slip over to the Sky King. Let's take a look over on their side. We see the back level Slime Siren. Again, we're trying to get that mana up to 15 so that we get the split. Big pushing workers here from Ginger Eyes. I see 4 in there. However, he has erased that cube, but he is definitely behind when it comes to the worker count. See XTabey getting the big power send. We see the Brute plus the Robo. Is this going to be enough? We want to get this slime before it reaches full mana, but it does get to the full mana, so there is going to be a delay as the 3 slimes will get themselves done up here. It will be a leak. That's no question. There will be a leak here, but it won't be as bad if you didn't get that slime mama up to there. It would have been a leak of about 45%, and we're seeing a leak. Will again this hold? Of course, the Priestess of the Abyss fully charged up, and so this will be an easy hold. Granddaddy has just been catching everything, every leak that XTabey has done. Look at the income. Like, Granddaddy might be our player of the game. Let's take a look at Granddaddy's side here. Having a nice split from the Priestess of the Abyss, so they are going to be taking some of that to the left and the right, and just as we see that, we now see a massive sell. Oh, I see what they're doing there. It was a sell everything to be able to upgrade to the Azaria. Let's see if that pays off. You do lose a little bit of income there. And Granddaddy on champion, so 70% is all that we're getting out of that. Now, let's see if this Azaria is able to hold with the champion. Looks very strong. You see the Cursed Casket is throwing some AoE damage on that side. But as it stands, the Azaria continues to be queen of the castle here in this game, as the Sky King side holding the advantage right now with the win probability set at 54%. We have a big send coming from Guitar Cheese, able to get out the pack leaders. So let's have a look at the XTabey side, because this is where the Guitar Cheese's send is coming. We see Granddaddy right now with the score lead. Big send over on XTabey's side. All right. The pack leader, excellent work with the way that this is set up. Normally the pack leader, not necessarily the best send on wave 8, because you want that pack leader to survive as long as possible. But the damage done, as it looks like the damage was spread out. But I don't think this is the big leak that they were expecting when Guitar Cheese sent this over. Just 21%. Not really high level leak there. And now Granddaddy coming back to Guitar Cheese with a big send. So let's go over to Guitar Cheese's lane. Let's see how Guitar Cheese is going to deal with this. This is a big send right now. With all of these buzzes sitting around, I think Granddaddy is looking to make some money off of the Mimic being sent. Once again, every time the Mimic kills a unit, and it does get the final kill of the unit, it does give 6 gold back. Granddaddy right now is leading the power score. Both Ginger Eyes and Guitar Cheese are behind in this. Big send, 300. Let's take a look at this wave and see what comes of it. How much is this Mimic going to clean up? Trying to get in through this. So far, it's got 12 off of it. Make it 16, make it 20. This Mimic is paying for itself, and a big leak, so we are going to see some damage here. Now, the question is Ginger Eyes. Can Ginger Eyes hold on with this. You got 2 powered up veterans. But it looks like we are going to see our first king damage of the game. The Earth King with 6 attack, make that 7 attack, is going to be doing some damage here, but that is the first crack. And now you see the win percentage up to 60%. Let's look over. Ginger Eyes with the big send and Guitar Cheese with the big send. So this is going to be the send back from the Earth King side. Let's take a look over at XTabey and Granddaddy. Granddaddy again with this Hero Azaria. Now can we keep the amount of damage that is coming here from Ginger Eyes and Guitar Cheese? Ginger Eyes sending over the GK. The Ghost Knight is so far has not taken any damage. We see the spawns coming from the Soul Gate. We need to keep them off the Azaria. Now the Azaria is going to be taking the damage. Is it going to be enough to be able to take out this Azaria? It's been the hero for the entire game so far. And for once, it goes down. I don't know if we're going to be able to survive this wave. This is going to be the first leak from Granddaddy. Both XTabey and Granddaddy leaking to the send. It was a big send. We're going to see some king damage back the other way. King damage over on our Sky or on our Earth King side as well. Let's see, 68% win probability. I think the Guitar Cheese and Ginger Eyes were hoping that they would get more of a leak off of that big send. Right now, just looking at our income, we see XTabey and Granddaddy both higher income, but Granddaddy down 410, but it's 565 down from Guitar Cheese. We'll focus on Guitar Cheese's lane here. Putting in the Deep Coiler is a good set. Deep Coiler, one of the best DPS per Mythium spent on units in the game. On an individual basis, obviously it's not AoE damage, so a little bit different there. No big sends here. I guess Ginger Eyes over on lane 2 did receive 200, but it was a combo send. So combo send is a bit of a power merc send, which is this Hermit back here, combined with the 2 Fiends that were sent. Now, this might not elicit a leak, especially when you've got the Crawling Catapult back there just powering away at full range, doing full damage. But now here's the big send that's coming from Guitar Cheese and Ginger Eyes. Let's take a look. It is getting big. This is going to be their chance to get back in the game. And you got to think they have to make a significant leak on this send if they want to have a chance to get back in the game. Both Granddaddy and XTabey are on fire. So if a leak can happen, there's going to be some gold heading back to Ginger Eyes and Guitar Cheese. Let's see what else they decide that they're going to put in there. Again, right now, you see both XTabey and Granddaddy are down negative in the power score. And let's head over to XTabey's lane right here. Let's see if this can get through an Azaria for XTabey as well. I don't know if XTabey has broken his stash yet. We'll have to look at that. Find a way to be able to see that, but I don't think this is. I think this is going to hold, and this is pretty much an inevitability that this game is over. That was a big power send, and nothing, absolutely nothing, came of it. No leak, no anything. And you look at the win probability now up to 81% for the Sky King side, the team of Granddaddy and XTabey. Guitar Cheese and Ginger Eyes playing from behind right now. They are behind on income, although Ginger Eyes has come above XTabey in the income tab. Let's take a look at some of the other things that we can do here. Just the loss to leaks. You look over here, just the leak value that's coming from XTabey and Granddaddy's side. They just covered everything there. No big sends here. It was the 3 robo send, but that was from the selection of the robo spell, the level 10 king spell. Nothing major going on here as all 4 runners hold. Got to come up with a name for that. Let's go defenders. Each lane is a defender because it's, you know, it's Legion TD, you know, it's tower defense. Looks like all the runners or defenders, all the defenders, let's call them defenders. There we go. All the defenders are holding Granddaddy XTabey on fire. They are in the lead. Again, you see a 79% win probability score. Still no send. Holds across the board. Perhaps looking at 15. We'll have to see. Again, these deep coilers just pounding away. 252 pierce damage. And here it comes. Looks like the big send coming from Granddaddy and XTabey. And an income send from Ginger Eyes. Just 8 DTs heading their way. And then we have 4 of the Drakes that are heading over. Let's take a look at our setup right now. We see XTabey and Granddaddy down. XTabey down 860. Let's take a look over at his wave. What is he setting up? Setting up some Aqua Spirits, converting a couple to Rogue Waves. These Rogue Waves are great in that they slow down the movement of anything going on. So on this wave, let's see the big send came on Guitar Cheese's side, 640. That's 2 Ghost Knights and our pack leader. But is it going to be enough to get a significant leak? We haven't even touched the giant quadrupus yet. And it looks like it's a massive 92% leak. Could this be the game? It's going to be close here. That's 152% worth of wave here that the king is going to have to roll. We'll do the countdown now. Under 50, under 40, under 20, under 10, and it looks like the game
defeat.
These Earth King goes down. The Sky King team of XTabey and Granddaddy win this match here on Legion TD2. Make sure you leave a comment as I continue to get better at this. I'm going to be throwing on these on YouTube. Feel free to leave comments what I can do to make it better. But my name is Jeremy, and I'm going to continue to stream these Legion TD2 matches, throwing them up on YouTube for you to watch. You can watch these high-level matches and be able to see what these teams are doing to be excellent. For once again, my name is Jeremy. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Like and subscribe and leave some comments.